Sup? This is Greggatron. How are y'all? Do you like my shirt? House of Blues. Yeah. I got this shirt at the House of Blues in Chicago years ago. I think at a Lupe Fiasco concert. Speaking of blues, alright, this video is music related, alright. Probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was scrolling on YouTube, messing around. I believe it was a Saturday, maybe a Sunday. I guess on the weekends, everybody goes live, right? So I'm seeing different channels who are live that I've never even seen before. I see one in particular, right? It's a music channel. I'm like, okay, there's this dude on there singing. This man's name is Joe Norman. Shout out to you, sir. This video is for you. So, Joe Norman, he's, like I said, a singer. He's 60 years old. He's been singing since he was a young youth. Probably since birth, dang near. According to his description, he's been singing for a long time. And he's really good. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. And outside of his singing, his voice sounds like he could do radio. Like he could be on the radio. He could have a radio voice. Or he could be one of those people on TV, like a TV personality music show host. But that's the beauty of YouTube, right? You can do your own thing. Anyway, so this man performs on his channel just tons and tons of songs. And a lot of them I've never even heard before. That just shows how uncultured I am. So when I'm listening to his channel, I feel like I'm getting something out of this. Because he sings so many different genres of music. A lot of classical. He does a lot of anything from Frank Sinatra to Nat King Cole to Elvis. He's good at Elvis. I mean, but he's probably got like 500 different artists in here. Because he's got a lot. And he also takes requests, which is cool. So if you're watching him live while he's performing, if you're in the chat, all you have to do is type in a song. And if he recognizes it, if he knows it, he'll actually perform it for you. And here's the beauty of his setup. So I'm assuming he has a computer in front of him. I think he's got like some karaoke going on. Because he has to have the lyrics right there. I'm assuming. Now, many of the songs, like I said, he knows them already, but I requested the song, which I'll talk about in a second. But not only does he probably have the teleprompter or whatever you want to call it, but he's got the whole catalog for instrumentals. So it's like he's automatically on melody or on beat because the music is already set up for him. So I'm like, man, this guy is this guy is pretty savvy with this music stuff. So he's not just a singer, it's almost like he's quote unquote DJing at the same time, if you will. But for every song he sings, like I said, he has the instrumental right there. So I'm like, well, that's cool. Anyway, I'm in the comment section, well, the chat, and I type in Fly Me to the Moon, because that's one of my favorite songs, just in general. And he recognized it, performed it, and I'm at home, like, doing stuff around the house, and I'm just like, that was cool. That was super cool. Yeah, Fly Me to the Moon is a song by Frank Sinatra. which I didn't know because the first time I heard it was when I was like a teenager on the video game Bayonetta, and it was a woman singing it. But so many people have covered that song in their own way, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I love that song, Fly Me to the Moon. Shout out to Joe Norman for performing that. Because I think I was already subscribed to him, but after that I was like, okay, I'm a true supporter. I'm a true supporter at this point. So that's awesome stuff. So if you're a friend of Greggatron, go over there to Joe Norman. Check him out. You will be shocked. He's good. You can also just listen like in the background while you're running errands or doing stuff around the house or whatever. Because it's real peaceful. It's real relaxing. And the people in the chat, they're real nice too. So you guys are great in his chat. Y'all know who y'all are. They always show me love when I'm there. And this man made me a mod like within the first day. I'm like, wow, that's awesome stuff. That's real cool. So, I'm not going to take up any more of y'all's time. Joe Norman, this one's for you. Check him out.
Let's try this, Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words,